Yeah. Wait up,
What's up? It's your girl Crystal. Look at my face.
Jay.
So we want to have story time real quick about my delivery. So, and who knows? I might just show the baby in the back. Matter of fact, if the nurse brings him back in time, crap. If the nurse brings him back during this video, I'm gonna put him in the video. You wanna do that?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna tell y'all about my delivery. Well, wait, we're gonna start with at the beginning. So, what day was it?
Sunday.
Saturday night.
Saturday night, yeah.
Okay. So Saturday night, the girls were gone, and I was bored, and
You weren't bored.
I was bored. We needed something exciting to do, so I said, "Babe, we're gonna have us a Mother's Day, baby." So I had bought me some castor oil like earlier the day or the day before. And I was gonna save it until next week on Tuesday when I turned 37 weeks, but because I was bored, I'm like, let's just try it. I actually tried castor oil my last pregnancy, and it took about a week before I actually went into labor, so I was expecting it to do the same. So it was 10:06. I took a teaspoon, like a shot, and I put a teaspoon into my orange juice, and I drank that. And I looked at the time, it was 10:06. I was like, about 3 o'clock in the morning, I'm gonna wake up, my water's gonna be broke. Well, I started watching castor oil videos on YouTube, and I seen where everybody was like doing like 4 or 5 shots of it. So I'm like, maybe I didn't do enough. So about 12 o'clock, I just added one more shot into some orange juice, and I drank that. Not only that, I had been drinking pineapple juice, and I've been walking like constantly every day. So anyway, I do his hair. It don't look like it now in the video, but I actually did it. And we went to bed about 2:30ish, and I finally dozed off about 2:30. So we sleep. I'm sleeping good. I know I'm sleeping good because I always wake myself up with a snore, and I know, and it wake me up and it scared me, and I go back to sleep. So I knew I was sleeping good because I had already did that. And then about 3 o'clock in the morning, I just started feeling horrible cramps, and my back was hurting so bad. So I'm thinking, okay, when you drank the castor oil, you didn't actually go boo-boo, so now it's about to come out. It's about to get real. And I read that you're supposed to drink it on an empty stomach, so I really didn't eat anything, so I knew there was not much that was going to be coming out because I didn't have anything in my system. So I'm like, oh my God, my stomach hurts so bad. I got to use the bathroom. So I just woke up. I remember balling up on the bed. It was just hurting so bad. I ended up waking him up.
The yoga position, the downward dog.
Yeah, it was just bad. It was hurt. It was so much pain. I was like, oh my God, I got to get this out of me. So I got up. I was just rocking back and forth on the bed first. They woke up, was like, what's wrong? What's wrong? But all I knew was that my stomach was hurting. So I tried to lay back down, and I just laid there and it was just hurting for about 30 minutes. I got up. It's about 4:06 in the morning at this point. I got up and tried to move. I tried to move because I know, when you have Braxton Hicks contractions, if you move, change your position, then it'll go away. So I tried to move, and that wasn't working. So then I'm just laying there. He keep waking up like, you want to go to the hospital? I'm like, no, I don't want to just, rush to the hospital for them to say, oh, nothing's going on, you're early, just go back home. So I say, you know what, babe, I'm going to go try to use the bathroom.
No, you took a shower, yeah.
No, I went to use the bathroom first.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm going to go try to use the bathroom, I'm going to go try boo-boo, and if that doesn't help, then maybe I'll go to the hospital. So I go in the bathroom, I'm sitting there for a while, and I did actually use it. It was soft. It wasn't a lot. It was.
Okay, tell my baby.
It was hard to even push it out. So I'm like, okay, well, the castor oil is not helping with that because it's still hard to get out. So I used that. What?
Just,
People gotta know. That was my foot. I used the bathroom and then I go back in the room and I tried to lay back down. And it was just not getting easier. It was just like, no. And I kept telling myself, I had Googled, cramps and stuff at the weeks, because I was 36 weeks and 5 days, and I was just Googling, and they was like, oh, if you're having back pain and this, it could be a sign of preterm labor, you should go to the ER. So I was just like, okay, well, I don't want something bad to happen to my baby, because I just didn't want to waste my time going and having to be sent back home.
So I asked her again, do you want to go to the hospital?
So I was like, okay, well, I'm going to try to take a shower, because I know that helps with pain. I'm going to take a shower, and if it doesn't get better, then we'll go to the hospital. So I go in there and I take a shower, and just being in the shower, y'all, it was just so much pain.
Like, hurt.
It was just too much. So I got out, they drive me off. I put some clothes on, we pack our bag. Well, bags were already packed.
Yeah, I just took them. We
get the bags together in the car seat and stuff, we put it in the car, and we come to the hospital. So I tell him, let's not take everything in the hospital, because I'm sure they're just going to send me home. It's not that big of a deal. Well.
That's what you thought.
Well, we go in, they tell him he has to wait in the lobby, and they take me to the back to be checked. So I'm laying there, they're checking me in, blah, blah, blah. And she's like, okay, well, lay back and I'm going to check you. So she go in and she checked me. She was like, well, you're like 5 centimeters. I'm like, what? Like, hold up. Okay, now I know I'm not going back home. So she was like, you want me to go get your friend, blah, blah, blah. So she go get him. And I'm in there like, oh my God, this is crazy. I was just joking.
She called me your friend?
Yeah.
I was sick. Never mind.
I was like, oh my God, this is crazy.
Hello. I'll just do a shift change real quick.
Okay.
I'm Wanda, so I'll be with you tonight.
Okay.
So I'll come back in a little while and check you out, and here soon I'll just go ahead and check the baby, and I'll go ahead and do his weight and his pulse ox test before I bring him out, unless you decide you want him sooner.
Okay.
If you do decide you want him before I bring him, then just push that red button and say baby to room.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, thank you.
All right, I'll see you in a
Can I
little
get you
bit.
anything else before I go?
Oh, no, we're fine.
Well, congratulations, okay? You have a good night tonight.
Thank
So,
you.
thank you.
And do you have your car seat here by
Yes,
chance? You
it's
do
here.
have it. It's
It's in
okay,
the
that's
closet
okay.
behind
We'll
you.
do that at some point too.
Okay.
We'll talk about it a little bit later.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Sorry about that, y'all.
I thought it was the baby. Maybe next time.
Maybe next.
Well, the video isn't over, so it's still got time.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we're still gonna show him, so it's not really that big of a deal. Yeah, I see that he's blowing up the snap. I shouldn't have posted that, huh? Anyway, so what was it? Okay, so she checked me. She's like, you're 5 centimeters dilated. So we're gonna get you. So they went and got him. They said they were gonna call the doctor, and then they're gonna get me moved up to labor and delivery. So initially, from the beginning of my pregnancy, I wanted to do everything different. And one of the different things was not getting epidural. It's so funny to me. Just, what the fuck was I thinking? So
I kept asking you sure?
So I've been watching videos, like the birthing stuff. Everything has been canceled due to the COVID-19. So a lot of stuff got canceled that I was going to participate in to learn how to breathe and stuff with going natural. I think I did a good job though.
You did.
So I didn't have a tour, didn't do any of that. So I basically just been watching YouTube videos on all of that. And baby's here.
Sorry, has you finished with your tray?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Thank you. This is fine, because that's just plastic.
Keep going.
Gotta start my gym too.
Right.
too. Thank you. That must be yours.
What is it? Yeah, that's mine. You grabbed the wrong one.
I see. But I guess they gonna be doing that all day. They've been doing it since I got here, interrupting us.
Interrupted.
But so one of the things was that I didn't want to get an epidural. I wanted to delay the cord cutting. I wanted to I was gonna breastfeed. After talking to my doctor about that, I changed my mind because it wasn't gonna be a constant thing. It was just gonna be while I was in the hospital. So that wasn't a good idea. So that got canceled too. But so we go up to labor and delivery. The nurses were really nice. Really nice. They actually helped me a lot. I probably was a little rude. I really don't remember. Was I being rude?
No, you weren't being rude.
I was just hurting.
You just
They
hurting.
understand though. I know they understand because
Dang, you just gonna give credit to the nurses though?
I mean, dang, I'm gonna get there.
Alright, man. They didn't do shit.
I'm gonna get there. Dang. So, anyways, they asked me if I want an epidural. I tell them no. I tell them, well, you know, the plan was for me not to. But I wanted to also know, like, how far I could go if I wanted to change my mind. Because I know after a certain point, you can't get an epidural. So, we're going through.
I asked her the last time, you sure you don't want to do an epidural?
Yeah, but you kept telling me, I believe you could do it, Dad.
I did.
Because I was having these big contractions. Once they hooked me up, I was having these big contractions that wasn't even phasing
They were
me.
like
So
back to back.
it was just like, okay, you know, if I'm dealing with this, they're coming back to back. They're extremely high on the monitor, and I'm fine. Like, I was just fine. I was walking. It was hurting a little bit, but it wasn't that big of a deal. It was hurting because I was hurting when I got woke up at 3.